Now I'll try just understanding a difference between a contract costing and a job costing. Very, very important, because the sums are not going to come in the job costing. The major questions are going to come in the contract costing. So that's why there's so much of emphasis on it. Today we'll just focus on the theoretical side of the chapter, so that tomorrow when we are doing it, the sums becomes more easier. Now, what is happening in a job costing? Right? Whatever material, labor, other expenses you are incurring, this is for a particular job. So you add up the total cost of the job plus the profit, this becomes my selling price. Correct? Now in case of a contract costing is a job costing. But what happens in a job costing and a contract costing is, in a job costing generally the job is completed within a year, whereas a contract costing, the job will extend more than 1 year. Let's say we are talking of metro construction. You know our Namma metro, no? Our metro construction. Metro construction is what? A 5-year project. Is this a contract costing? The answer is yes. Naveen wants to build Taj Mahal. Is it a contract costing? Definitely yes. Why? Because the completion period is going to be more than 1 year. Now, why is this so important for me in terms of identifying is it a contract costing or not? See, in accounting we know we do accounting based on a year, and we follow a revenue matching concept. What does revenue matching concept say? Your cost and revenue should be matched to find out the profit or loss. Yes or no? Correct? Now let's try looking into our Naveen building Taj Mahal for his Radha. Now what happens when Naveen wants to build Taj Mahal? Looking at Naveen, right? Our Pratham does not trust Naveen, so he will say, boss, give me advance. Only if you give me advance, I will start buying raw materials. Because Naveen does not look like Shah Jahan, so Pratham has a problem with it. He does not believe that whether Naveen can fund, so he will say, boss, give me an advance. Pratham completed 20% of the work with the advance given. Then Naveen said, give me 20% more. Are you clear? So I am, as Pratham being a contractor, he is getting money at regular intervals. But as per the revenue recognition, if I say, boss, should I show a profit or loss? I don't know. If you ask me, should I show a profit or loss? I'll say, boss, I don't know. Why? Because, tell me, is the Taj Mahal completed? The answer is no. Have you received complete money? The answer is no. Have you at least completed building the entire thing? The answer is no. There is a problem. That is, but is the money coming in? Yes. Did you get the complete revenue? No. Have you get partial revenue? Yes. So that is why there is an accounting standard 7K reference here, which has got to do with my contract costing. So I'll come back. Since I am not getting my money upfront for the entire project, nor I know the expenses upfront, there are certain portion of money which I'll be receiving it. There are some portion of money which I'll be receiving it in the later. So depending on this, how do I make sure that I recognize my contract profit every year? Because my accounting year, see, let's say started project first year, second year, completed in the third year. Is the profit only for third year or 1, 2 and 3 all the years put together? It's for 1, 2, 3, right? It's for 1, 2, 3. That's year 1, year 2, year 3. All the 3 years put together is what I'm making a profit. So you cannot just show profit in third year. You have to show some bit of profit in year 1 and year 2. That is what the chapter's focus is going to be. Are you clear? Now, let's come to the certain definitions what is required. Now, in cost of material, labor and other things, we know that we are going to be taking across the product as and when we are spending it, that becomes my total cost. First concept which we already know, what is work in progress? That is work incomplete. Here the work incomplete, work in progress consists of two things: work completed and certified, or uncertified, and now what is this work certified, work uncertified? Very important for a job cost, sorry, contract costing. Now let's say Naveen is building Taj Mahal for 1500 crores to his Radha. What's the project cost of Taj Mahal for Naveen? 1500 crores. Okay. Naveen says, I am ready to make payment based on the completion. Based on what? Completion. Now, how does it happen? Look into it. Our Pratham went to the site, full site, he digged the entire thing, and he came to our Krishna, that is Naveen, and told, boss, 20% of the work is completed. What did he do? Entire land he has just dug. Now, is the work 20% completed? Namrata is saying no. Fareen is also saying no. I'll ask you guys a question. Who are you guys to say it is no? Are you guys a certifying authority? No, guys, I want you to understand this. Are you guys a certifying authority? No, right? When even Pratham says 20% is completed, what happens is he has to get a certification from a valuer. He is going to get a certification from a valuer. Now, how does a valuer look into the work certification is what you have to understand. What the valuer will ask is, let's say to build this Taj Mahal, it will cost 1200 crores to Pratham. How many crores? 1200 crores. So Pratham will be making what? 300 crores profit. Okay, that is okay. So Pratham's cost sheet is showing what? 1200 crores. 1200 crores. 1200 crores. 1200 crores as the cost, and how much of profit? 300 crores, right? Now when Pratham says the work is 20% completed, this valuer will check the accounting books to see has he spent 240 crores. Has he spent what? 240 crores. Why? 20% of 1200 crores is what? 240 crores. Okay. the cost sheet certified is saying that the Pratham has spent 250 crores. Now guys, see here, 250 crores. He is saying 240 crores was spent only for digging, and 10 crores is I am laying a foundation which is still started. I only want you to certify this 240. I only want you to certify what? This 240. Are you clear? Right? So the valuer sees and says, boss, yes, he has spent 240 crores, that is 20% of the project. He will say 20% of 1500 crores, that is 300 crores of the work is certified. This is very, very important. What is the valuer giving me a certificate for? He is telling me how much is certified? 20% of the contract price. Do you all understood this? Did you all understand this? Did you all understand? Superb. So now since you know that, boss, my cost was only 240 crores, the valuer certified for 300 crores, that means there is an element of profit. Understood? Are you clear? What is that profit and all? I am not teaching you now. I will come back a little later. Is there an element of profit? The answer is yes. Now my question is, what is the total cost spent by Pratham? What is the total cost spent by Pratham? See the question. How, ma Nivedita? That is towards the end of the project, no, ma Nivedita. I am asking as on today. Fareen Bana, how? 240. Nivedita, 250 crores, no? I told you out of 250 crores, he said 240 is for digging, 10% he is giving for laying foundation. So the total money he has spent is 250 crores, but out of which he got certified only for 240 crores. Did you understand? Because laying foundation just started now. The valuer will see at him and laugh, say, hey, what value, laying foundation, you have not done only, what are you coming for certification, what are you cheating me on? Understood? Nivedita? Manu is feeling bad that why he didn't build Taj Mahal, why only Naveen is building Taj Mahal. Selveshri, you have a doubt? Okay. Guys, are you clear till now? So, I want you guys to understand, out of 250 crore work done, there are two things which happened. 240 crores, 240 crores was basically work certified for 300 crores. The remaining 10 crores was left at cost only because he did not get certified. This portion is known as uncertified portion. Oh, you are regular, you are last bench. No, sorry, last batch. Understood, everyone? Guys, are you clear till now? Done? So, this portion you understood, right? What is work certified? What is uncertified? Work certified will always, remember, have a profit element. Work uncertified will always be at a cost element. Did you understand this here? Now, let me try doing a trading account. I like doing trading account, and then I will connect it to the contract account. What does trading account have? Opening stock, then purchases, direct expenses, then here sales, then closing stock. Now out of closing stock, we know closing stock gets valued at cost, sales gets valued at what? Cost plus profit. Yes or no? So the difference between this here is going to give me my done. Now I'll try seeing how does this look. See here, on the contract cost, I will have my direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Here instead of sales, I will have work certified, and instead of closing stock, it will become work uncertified, and this will have a profit that is going to give me the profit for the year. Are you clear? So only thing we need to understand is that the profit is going to be out of the work certified portion. Are you clear? Done. Now how do I find the cost of work certified? How do I find the cost of work certified? See, what I will do is, I will try seeing that example. I will take the total cost incurred till date. The total cost incurred till date. Okay. Once I know the total cost incurred till date, what I do is, see, in the previous example, the total cost incurred till date was 250, out of which I will remove the uncertified portion. I will remove the uncertified portion. How much was the uncertified portion? The uncertified portion was what? 10. Therefore, I will get the cost of the work certified, which is 240. Done till here? Next one. Retention money. Okay. What is retention money? See, the cost of the project was 1500 crores. Okay. Pratham completed 20%. So how much should he get? 300 crores. If I give Pratham 300 crores, he will not come back tomorrow. Generally, that's how this construction industries are. They'll stop coming after they receive money. Laborers and all are very lazy, they don't come back. Correct, Naveen? Yeah. So what they do is, out of this 300 crores, they will hold back some money. Let's say 10%, depending on the contract, they hold back some money. Let's say 10% they held back. So what they will give him? 270 crores. 30 crores will be with the company, which they will pay later. This money we call it as retention money. Understood? Now, if you look into the formula, what is retention money? Can I say retention money is basically the retention money, or can be, or let's say how much cash did he receive? Can I say cash received is equal to the total value of work certified minus the retention money? So, in this case the value was 300, retention was 30, so I ended up getting 270 crores. Are you clear? Done. Next one, what is notional profit? Guys, if you look into it, you will all tell notional profit in this case was 60 crores. Notional profit was 60 crores. Yes or no? Because 250 crores he had spent, out of which 240 was certified, 10 crores was not certified. So, totally 240 crores, he was valued at 300 crores, therefore 60 crores was the notional profit. Yes or no? Right? If I have to come up with the formulas here, the formula of notional profit will be value of work certified. How much was this in this question? Value of work certified? Value means the total contract value. Pratham, what is the total value of the work certified? 20% of 300 minus here cost incurred till date. Cost incurred till date. How much was the cost incurred till date? How much is the cost incurred till date? I am not talking of the certified one. Cost incurred till date is 250. In that, remove the uncertified, less uncertified cost. That is 250 minus 10, 240. So, 300 minus 240 is equal to 60 rupees becomes my notional profit. These are all formulas. I do not use any of the formulas. Logically, if you look into it, was work certified, how much did I spend? I will compare it with the value. The difference becomes my profit. All these formulas can be used on logic. Do not worry about the formulas. Is everyone clear till now? Done? So, see you guys tomorrow then. We'll continue with the contract costing tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.